Careful making introductions. Understand fully the liability and the complexity that comes with it. If one side of the introduction does the other side dirty for any regard, whether it's a robbery, lying, cheating, stealing, those are just the common things. These all will fall back onto you as the person that introduced them. And even to the point where I've had both sides happen, things where people were introduced to me and something goes wrong. So I immediately call the person that introduced me to start asking him, yo, what's going on with this guy? Why is he acting like this? Why is he doing this? And these are the things that, you know, from small to large, tell the true character of the person you're dealing with. And there's a saying that says, as above, so below. And you can really trace this back to a lot of things, even down to, you know, their daily habits or their way that they carry themselves in a conversation or in a social interaction. You know, whether that be like not even giving eye contact or looking at the ground, stuff like that. You know, these things are just all little traits that you want to understand and pick up on. And when you start having instances where you start recognizing patterns or recognizing things that are red flags, you definitely want to pay attention to those, especially if it's with people that have been introduced to you and they're new and you haven't worked with them a lot of times. Even if you've worked with them a few times and you still have an uneasy feeling, this can still lead to bad business and bad situations happening. So please, you know, be conscious of this, trust your gut, go with, you know, your first answer that comes to mind is usually always the right one. So don't second guess yourself. Again, these are tips from being on both sides of the coin. So on one side of an introduction that wasn't a good introduction is not a good feeling. And, you know, I've also made introductions with people where I felt like they were trustworthy or solid introductions, and then they did something bad to this other guy. Whether it's small or large, you know, over the years, these things happen and you can't account for anyone's true character. And that's really what this comes down to, is trust is a very important thing in this industry. And so the coolest of people sometimes that seem like great guys, like you're awesome, you know, dealings, you have a great interaction, you made some sales happen. Sometimes these are the biggest red flags. Those are the ones that get your guard down, they get you feeling comfortable, and then, you know, attack when the time's right. Just be very careful on both sides for making introductions is what I'm saying. Value your network and value the people in your network, you know, and you have the other side of that introduction, the people that you're actually introducing. You know, if those are people that have been in your network and are solid connections of yours, you need to value that and understand, like, by me bringing in someone new and just making an introduction to do a favor for somebody that I may or may not fully know or trust or have done business with, why am I going to jeopardize my long-standing relationship with someone, an important supplier, an important buyer, important advisor, investor, etc., all these things. So you want to really be careful, pick and choose wisely, vet people out, don't jump into partnerships quickly, and always be cautious about the decisions you make. So thanks again for watching. Make sure to check out the website, highchris.com, and that's really what's going to direct you to all the other pieces of social media and content, including our content course, where you can find playlists of curated knowledge and educational content that I've created to walk you guys through the different aspects and pillars of the cannabis space, from distribution to cultivation to brand, you know, creation, launching, development, and actual operations of the brands. These are all important aspects of the licensed cannabis space, and the better you can understand these and take the points and examples and mistakes and hurdles and all these things that I point out in these videos and shorten your learning curve, you can really actually make a successful, long-standing business in this industry, as long as you understand the risks and what it really actually truly takes. The other problem is too many people jump in expecting it to be a cakewalk or expecting huge profits right off the bat, and then when that doesn't happen, it kills the morale, it kills their spirit. You know, it's just a downward spiral from there. Always remember, you're always in a spiral, either downward spiral or upward spiral. So make sure to have the tools at your fingertips to maintain that upward spiral and always keep growing.